Hendon Hooker was the one that showed up on your list here, higher than most people's list.
Yeah.
So we have some questions from the homies on him.
Cool.
Rashad Dutt, homie that chimes in often here on the podcast. Kurt Warner, he brings up Kurt Warner, pointed out that Hendon Hooker doesn't have a good overall understanding of defenses and where to go with the ball. He was breaking down the Georgia game. Do you share his concern? So this is out there. This is Kurt Warner did, I think, on his personal YouTube. He's got something outside of NFL
yeah,
Network.
I saw a little of it.
All right, so the things that Kurt Warner pointed out in the video, do you share those concerns?
Not quite to the extent of Kurt Warner did there. You know, one is the first thing I'll say is, like, if we looked at the last 2 years of quarterbacks versus Georgia's defense, it ain't very good, right? So, like, I want to say, like, of all the games to pick to break down the player to show the world, we picked the defense that's the best defense in the decade and has dominated just about everybody. That kind of seemed unfair-ish to me, all right? You know, I hope he breaks down Will Levis's performance against Georgia too, right? But so, you know, he brought up some points, and in that game, do I think it was Hendon Hooker's best game and moments? No. But I also think he's taking liberties of, wait, this was my rule in 2003 with Mike Martz, and so this is his rule too. And I'm going to go, no, it's not. There's offenses have different rules. You know, like take for instance this, just a little like background to these kind of things. You remember the playoff game, the Chargers-Jaguars, right? Trevor Lawrence threw 4 interceptions
right
in the first half. One of them was a shallow cross to Evan Ingram. He's running the shallow cross. Now, I've been on, and I explained this at the time, I've been in offenses, same system, West Coast, one where they expected the shallow cross tight end to read the coverage. And if it's a zone, sit up. If it's not a zone, keep running, right? I've been a part of other West Coast, same system, where they went, we don't trust the tight end. We don't want him to read the coverage. With all these different crazy coverages to stay in the age in the NFL, we just tell him to run no matter what. I made a comment at halftime where I went, you know, oh, Trevor Lawrence can't throw the ball here. You know, he's got to see the backside defender. Somebody who Jason Garrett taught texted Jason Garrett, hey, tell Simms, we all know the tight end's got to read the coverage and sit there. And I went, no, he's wrong. I played for teams that's not the way they teach it. They don't trust it. I asked Doug Peterson at the Combine. You know what he does? I don't trust them. They always run it. The quarterback should know it's cover 2 zone and know the backside guy's there.
And then you go, call up Jason Garrett, tell him to text his friend.
Well, I really did. I honestly did.
I don't doubt that.
You know me, right? I want to be like, tell that guy who was trying to like kind of hate on me, like he was wrong and I was right. All right. So that's what I'm saying. You know, so there's some liberties there of like, oh, I think the ball should go here. And I want to go, well, no, I've watched 5 or 6 games here. And when this is coverage, the ball goes here the whole time. And it's consistent. And then it was consistent what he carried over with Georgia. But then Georgia might have had a little bit of a wrinkle to the coverage. And they've seen the play on tape. And Kirby Smart's an awesome defensive coach. And, hey, wait. And they're killing everybody with this play and this coverage. You know, hey, I want to adjust it a little bit this week so they can't kill us when we play this coverage. Yeah. So then you're downgrading him for that. And you go, well, no, he's hit this play against this coverage 20 times all year. You know, they made an adjustment and they're screwing him over and nobody's taught him what to do off of this now, right? So that's where I would go. There's a little cherry picking there of not knowing exactly the rules, things like that. And he brought up some good points. I'm certainly not trying to disagree with Kurt Warner. I know
what were some of the good points he brought up?
Well, there were some times where you go, well, I don't know why he's looking at here, or why he's hanging on this guy so long. He needs to get over, all of those type of things, right? You know, there were certainly a few plays where I go, yeah, he's right here. But again, I don't, you know.
He's in the middle of the hurricane that is the Georgia defense.
Well, just
too.
exactly. I mean, he's making so he's. I'd like him to throw the ball here, and I want to go. Well, this guy's not out of the break yet, and he's about to get hit in the face, so you can't throw the ball here.
Yeah,
you know. Or this guy's his hot route, but he's running a shitty hot route, and you're saying, oh, I'd rather see him to go the ball here instead of this guy covered. And I want to go, no, this guy just ran a shitty route. He was going to the ball at the right place. The guy was open, and he didn't come out of the break quick enough against this blitz. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Again, you can't, to me in this process, just microscope every play. You got to look at it as a broad thing. And damn, they throw the ball a ton, and he puts the ball in the right places time after time after time. Now, you know, hey, a few of those plays concerning, right? But that's where you got to meet the guy in person. Is he smart? Is he stupid? Did we teach him something and he pick it up right away? Okay, the two plays that we saw at Georgia that were concerning.
Yeah.
And that's where that'll come in handy. But the overall body of work shows you that he's smart. He knows where to go with the ball. And, he's able to process and see the field the right way, in my opinion. Again, Georgia. I mean, they made a lot of guys not look good.
Whose quarterback take was worse on this podcast, New York Lion or Kurt Warner? That's the real question. That's what people want to know.
Oh, yeah, you're starting troubles with me and Kurt Warner. Don't do it.
I'm trying to. No, I think that's instructive, though, and I think
it's just there's nuance to some of that.
100%.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. I don't want to, and then again, like I said, I just thought it was, it's a little tough to pick that game of all games.
The nuance with where to take these quarterbacks.
Right.
Cody, the Colts fan, says, do you believe Richardson should be picked ahead of Hooker due to his age and his injury, or should that not scare the Colts? And so you ranked Hendon Hooker above Anthony Richardson. I think, reasonable to assume that if you were a team, you would draft Hendon Hooker ahead of Anthony Richardson. But with that injury and the age, which you don't think is as big a deal.
I don't, but...
But you would take Hendon Hooker over Anthony Richardson if you were on the clock.
I would. To me, it's just is the ceiling as high? No. But is the floor higher? Definitely. That's where I get it. And then again, yeah, where that's where they'll have to get into, how important is the age thing to them? I don't know. Again, I just look at it and go, okay, wait, if you draft a guy and you got a guy that's your 10-year starting quarterback, who gives a shit after the end he's 36 or 33? Like, who the cares?
Yeah.
Can he play? Is he good? Let's go. Well, great. And then we'll reassess. And really, as we know, this is really 4-year rentals anyways. So what are we so worried about what he's going to look like? I made a joke like on Dan Patrick yesterday, like when people are acting like you're getting married, like you're going to roll over and be like in bed at 53 years old and go, is she still pretty? Or, no, she didn't age well at 53, right? Your significant other or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is quarterback in the NFL. 4 years from now, we'll see if you still want him. And then we'll move on to the next 4 years after that. So I don't, and I like the fact that he's played and and he's mature. I don't look at that as a negative.
Yeah.
I don't. I think that's as a positive. But yeah, the health thing is what you got to feel comfortable with. And I can't imagine that being a big issue here. Now, the other aspect to that Colts thing, too, is just like, where does Shane Steichen want to go? Shane Steichen, I've seen his offense with Justin Herbert, and I went, ooh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Shane Steichen and his offense with Jalen Hurts, I went, ooh, that is awesome. So what does he want to do here? Does he want to play Justin Herbert football, or does he want to play Jalen Hurts football? And that's, they could go either way in that department. But, yeah, I lean Anthony Richardson. He's, more of what I like as far as a quarterback, and I think he is a safer prospect over. Yo, thanks for watching, homies. It's the off season, but there's no off season for us here at Unbuttoned. Me, Ahmed Fareed, we're going to hit all the stories. So hit subscribe for us, okay? We got a ton coming up. My draft prospect rankings, my Simms top 40 quarterback countdown, and videos of me and NFL QBs playing catch and talking about their development and mechanics. Again, thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe. Peace out, homies. See you soon.